What's going on, everybody? Josh Armijo here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the upcoming new album from the band Marduk, entitled Serpent Sermon. This is scheduled to be released on June 5th, this coming Tuesday, on Century Media Records. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that pretty much anybody who is a fan of black metal or metal in general has to know who Marduk are. But just in case you don't happen to know who they are based out of Sweden. And really, this band is one of the most well-known, one of the most controversial, one of the most blasphemous, one of the fastest kinds of black metal bands. Not only to come out of Sweden, but to come into black metal in general. I mean, Sweden is just an amazing, amazing country for delivering such high-quality black metal. I mean, bands like Arcanum, Craft, Dark Funeral, Valkyrja, Watain, to classic bands like the Great Corthon and Bathory, John and Dissection. Just amazing, amazing music. But getting back onto Marduk, I know this band for two eras. The Legion era. Legion was an incredible vocalist and really helped put together two of my personal favorite black metal albums, not only from this band, but in black metal in general. Heaven Shall Burn, When We Are Gathered, and Panzer Division Marduk. Both of those albums are just flawless masterpieces in my view. Just so blisteringly fast, so heavy, so nasty. Just amazing. Those albums just really speak volumes and really, really shed light on how great this band is. But then after World Funeral, which was the last one to feature Legion, we now enter the latest and current era of this band with their new vocalist, Mortis. He's in another really, really brilliant black metal band from Sweden called Funeral Mist. They're a great band in their own right. But he really brought that depraved, low, raspy kind of vocal style to this band. And I think it's worked in a way. I can't say I favor this era more than I do the Legion era, but I think it's pretty damn good. I mean, albums like Plague Angel and ROM 512 are pretty damn solid. Wormwood was scary as hell. His vocals on that album were just amazing, but not to mention the music behind it is still as crazed and as depraved as ever. It only made me wonder what the next step was going to be. I know last year they came out with an Iron Dawn EP, kind of reminded me of the Marduk of old. That was a great, great EP. And now we get on to Serpent Sermon. It's 10 tracks and it runs about 46 minutes in length. There is a bonus track on the Digibook edition. I can't remember the track by name, but it's a really damn good song. But let's get on to the actual album itself. This is just me, but I feel that with Serpent Sermon, this is probably one of the most accessible albums this band has put out yet. But in being accessible, it still maintains the Marduk qualities that you may best know and appreciate of this band. And altogether, I think this is probably the best Marduk album under the Mortis era. Guitar-wise, it's your usual Marduk guitar, very, very high on attack mode, incredible riffs, just heavy buzzsaw-like riffs, amazing stuff. I'm really loving the way that it's played, just the attention to detail that's displayed here. Very nice solo work, but really the riffs are what make this album stand out. Just heavy, heavy riffs. It's incredible. Bass-wise, the bass is very, very dominant here. It's toned just right. It's played very, very well, very audible and clear, very well produced. I'm just loving the just the creep factor that it shows. It shows itself off very, very well here, and I'm loving that. Drum-wise, it's a step up from the previous album. It's very, very fast, heavy Latin on blast beats and double bass. Just the way that the cymbals are mic'd, just the way that the drum fills sound, the way that the snare sounds, everything just sounds very good. I'm loving the way that the drums are on this album. And now we get to Mortis. It's your usual Marduk vocal style, very, very, very mid-range, very understandable, but just the way he delivers it is just frightening. Just the point where he hits those screams, it's like he's going to lose his voice and tear out his vocal cords, but he's not doing it in a way to strain his voice, but also to make you be in fear for what's going on here. And he just delivers a really fearful vocal performance, even to the more lower register spoken word type of stuff. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I'm loving the way his vocals sound, and this is probably one of his better, if not his best, vocal work for Marduk yet. I can't really think of too much to complain about. I mean, there may be moments on here where it sounds like you've heard it already, but you can get past that. You can get past that situation, and you can enjoy this album. I mean, the closing track on this album, World of Blades, it's the longest song on here. It's about 7 minutes in length, but really just the creativity that's going on in that song is just absolutely amazing. And Damnation's Gold, good God, that is a great song. I'm just loving the epic vibe of that song, just the way the guitar sounds, the bass is. It's just amazing. So overall, in my view, I feel this is the best Marduk album under the Mortis-fronted era. I'm not saying it's the best thing this band has put out, because I still am in the majority who feel that Heaven Shall Burn and Panzer Division Marduk are really their best works. But I still think this is a fantastic album. This is a fantastic black metal band. I absolutely love it. And I don't know how you may feel about it, but I think this is a really strong contender to join my top 20 of this year. I really, really enjoyed this album. This is Marduk at their peak, and they still deliver the goods in my view. Out of the 10 tracks, some of my favorites include Messianic Pestilence. It's almost 3 minutes in length, but it just gets the job done, just pummels you right away. Souls for Belial, great song, great music video for that. The aforementioned Damnation's Gold, Hail Mary, Piss-Soaked Genuflection, and Mammon. Those are some of my favorites. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to Cvlt Nation, where you can stream this album, hear it for yourself, be your own judge, be the deciding factor whether you want to get it or not. I know it'll be available in CD, digibook, and LP formats. So again, the album is Serpent Sermon by Marduk. This is released on Century Media Records, due out in stores June 5th. Pick this up. I know I'm going to. And as far as the score is concerned, I'm going to give it an 8.75 out of 10. Really, really strong effort from Marduk, proving why they are one of the best bands in Swedish black metal. Hail Marduk. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, runnerjma out.